Aaron Carter arrested for alleged DUI and drug possession.
Find out what brother Nick Carter had to say and how Aaron is firing back at his family.
And I had to just wear a thong and stand on this thing and they take thousands of pictures of you.
Why was Spider-Man's Tom Holland wearing a thong right before meeting Benedict Cumberbatch?
It's not manly at all.
And Ed Sheeran, is that you?
Yep. See how the Twitterverse is reacting to that epic Game of Thrones cameo.
Kris Jenner continues to live that hashtag yacht life, while Rob Kardashian struggles back at home.
And Julianne Hough is hitting the beach, revealing the first snaps of her romantic honeymoon.
I don't want to ever be divorced again.
Plus, Real Housewives of Orange County star Vicki Gunvalson is joining us live.
And she is breaking down all that juicy drama between her and Tamra Judge. Happy Monday, People.com and Facebook Live. Welcome to People Now. Hope you had a great weekend. We have a lot to get to today to get your week kicked off, including Kris Jenner, who seems to be living her best life in Saint-Tropez, which inspired our question of the day. We want to know what your idea of a perfect day is. Let us know in the comments below. But first, here's what you need to know and what's trending today. Singer Aaron Carter has been arrested on DUI and marijuana charges, according to police. Authorities telling CNN that the 29-year-old was pulled over at about 9 p.m. Saturday in Habersham County, Georgia. The county sheriff's office confirms to People that the singer was charged with driving under the influence, possession of less than an ounce of marijuana, and possession of drug-related objects. TMZ reports that he refused to undergo a breathalyzer and drug test to determine whether he was driving under the influence. Police tell ABC News that Carter's girlfriend, Madison Parker, was also in the car with him and was also arrested. Aaron's brother, Backstreet Boys star Nick Carter, tweeting out Sunday saying, quote, "To my brother, I love you no matter what, and if you feel the need to reach out for help, I am here and willing to help you get better." But Aaron fired back at his brother, releasing a statement through his rep saying, quote, "If my own blood, Nick, truly cared about my well-being, why wouldn't he call me directly and have a conversation instead of making this about him through a very public forum? That's not cool at all to use me for his PR and kick me while I am down." Aaron's rep also releasing a statement on his Twitter describing what happened, saying that his tire went out of alignment, so he drove the car to an AutoZone where he felt his, quote, celebrity was targeted after being arrested by several officers for aggression. The statement goes on to say that the video from AutoZone will prove that Aaron was not in a moving vehicle while arrested. And regarding the charges of possession of marijuana and drug-related objects, the rep said, quote, "Aaron holds a medical license for medical marijuana for his long-standing anxiety." Stay on People.com for more on this story as it develops. And now, moving on to this. Kim Zolciak-Biermann wants her fans to know that every minute counts when it comes to surviving a stroke. The mother of 6 who suffered a stroke that ended her run on Dancing with the Stars shared a message about stroke identification on Instagram on Sunday, writing, "As you know, I had a stroke in September 2015, and when Brielle called Croy to tell him something wasn't right with me, I remember him yelling, 'Brielle, get her in the car now and take her to the hospital fast. Every minute counts.' It's true." And she continued, "I'm so thankful for everyone's quick thinking. I've never seen doctors and nurses move as fast as they did the second I was wheeled in. I'm so thankful for my medical team." The 39-year-old reality star shared that despite lingering symptoms of the stroke, such as the occasional slip of her tongue or forgetting a word, she's almost fully recovered and is feeling great. Kim's message gave instructions on how to identify if a person was having a stroke by asking them to smile, raise both hands, or say a simple sentence. If they have trouble with these tasks, it's important to seek medical help. Zolciak-Biermann was competing on Dancing with the Stars when she flew home after a grueling practice. She bent down to hug her son and her left hand went numb. She told People, "It was like a million ants were crawling all over my body," and soon she was unable to feel her face or tongue. The Real Housewives of Atlanta veteran was hospitalized for a mini stroke and then underwent heart surgery after doctors discovered an existing genetic condition that required treatment. We, of course, are happy to hear that Kim is doing much better today. And speaking of housewives, in just a few minutes, we are sitting down live with Real Housewives of Orange County star Vicki Gunvalson. Stay tuned for that.
I was doing the first Strange film. Were you doing reshoots or were you doing
I was doing a scan. I was doing a scan. All the way to Longcross, and I had to just wear a thong and stand on this thing, and they take thousands of pictures of you to make the suit.
You have to be feeling confident that day.
Yeah, you really have to be on. And it was, you know, it's always cold in those rooms, so you shrink it. It's not manly at all.
It's not impressive.
Don't worry, Tom. We've all been there. That is Spider-Man Tom Holland revealing that he was forced to wear a thong for a digital scan just before he met Benedict Cumberbatch Cumberbatch for the first time. Tom, Benedict, and a whole host of Marvel superheroes were on hand for Disney's D23 Expo this weekend, and that's where they unveiled Avengers Infinity War. Now, on the red carpet, Benedict also revealed that he once ignored Tom when he mistook him for a fan. Watch.
I was filming Sherlock on a bridge. Oh, yeah. I was running, and then I had this guy going, Benedict, Benedict. I thought, oh, it's a fan. I'm just going to keep walking back to my start mark. Benedict, it's Tom. And I was like, Tom? And there he was, in an Uber, coming home from
the Civil War premiere.
There you go.
With my best mate, and we were like, dude, there's Benedict Cumberbatch.
Guys, Camilla, Duchess of Cornwall, turns 70 today, and what better way to celebrate a birthday than with a few official royal portraits. The image of Camilla and Prince Charles was taken by Mario Testino, who famously captured Princess Diana in her last official photo shoot. Camilla wore a navy blue dress coat by Fiona Clare as she posed with Prince Charles in the morning room at their London residence. Camilla was already a guest of honor at a party this past weekend, and last week, birthday wishes were displayed on a red London bus for the Duchess as she hosted a party for school children. Definitely sounds like the Duchess' birthday is off to a very good start. Happy birthday. Warning everyone who did not watch last night's episode of Game of Thrones, we are about to get into some very spoiler-ridden territory here. Game of Thrones made an epic return last night for the Season 7 premiere, and lots of fans were shocked to see Ed Sheeran appearing as a Lannister soldier. That's right. The Shape of You singer made a cameo halfway through the episode that included a performance of a folky campfire song before him and the rest of the soldiers ate with Maisie Williams' character Arya Stark. Sheeran had a few short lines, and his character is simply listed as man number 1 and called Ed. Of course, it didn't take long for viewers to realize it was Ed Sheeran. Noah tweeted out this gif of Chris Pratt from Parks and Recreation saying, every single person when Ed Sheeran's face popped up on Game of Thrones. And Teresa tweeted out what happened between her and her husband when they were watching the episode, saying, husband, that's Ed Sheeran. Me, no it's not. Wait, what? You gotta love that Jimmy Fallon gif. I think she kind of squeaked when she said it. Fans weren't the only ones taking to social media reacting to the cameo. Ed Sheeran himself posted these two pictures on Instagram last night, capturing a solo shot of himself saying, throwback to the time I was a Lannister, and even posted a selfie from his time on set. Very cool stuff. We'll have to make sure to tune in to next week's episode of Game of Thrones to see what happens to Ed Sheeran's character. Andrea, I remember when that news broke that he was going to be a part of it. Oh, yeah,
he fits in, though. And he
does.
Lannister.
Yeah.
He fits in the world.
It works out.
I know. All right, let's check in with Facebook Live. Kris Jenner's vacation pics have got us wanting to know what your idea of a perfect day is.
Edward says, my perfect day would be to spend the whole day at Walt Disney World.
I like that he calls it Walt Disney World.
The
so
full
proper.
Walt Disney World. Yep.
And Donna says barbecue and swimming pool.
Sounds perfect. Keep the Facebook comments coming in. We'd love to hear about your ideas of a perfect day. But first, Andrea, more trending news for us in Star Trek.
That is correct, Jeremy. Well, we've got weddings, babies, and honeymoons this morning in Star Treks. Starting off with the beautiful Julianne Hough. The Dancing with the Stars judge and new hubby Brooks jetted off to their tropical honeymoon destination this past weekend, just 1 week after tying the knot in a beautiful lakeside ceremony in Idaho. The happy couple, who showed off their beachy honeymoon on social media, certainly seems to be soaking in those rays. Although the pair did not reveal their specific destination, E! News reports that the couple planned on honeymooning in the East African country Seychelles before continuing on to Kenya. Before the trip, Lake posted this adorable Instagram of the two holding hands at the airport with their passports. Let's just say this ring is everything. Julianne showed off her beautiful Lorraine Schwartz brilliant cut engagement ring alongside a brand new wedding band. Gotta say, these two are looking extra flawless. Enjoy that beautiful honeymoon. All right, guys, moving on to this. Bachelor in Paradise alum Jade Roper cannot wait to meet her baby girl. The reality star, who celebrated her pregnancy with the ultimate girly-themed baby shower on Sunday, had a blast relaxing with friends and family at the Garland Hotel in California, telling people, I feel very blessed that all my friends and family were able to make it and take time out of their busy schedules to celebrate such an important time in mine and Tanner's lives. It could not have been a more perfect day. Guests, which included fellow Bachelor alums Carly Waddell, Becca Tilley, and Ashley I, enjoyed a sit-down brunch, popsicle and champagne bar, cozy lounge, and more, showering the soon-to-be mom with lots of games, gifts, and love. Although husband Tanner Tolbert did not attend the girls-only event, he certainly shares in all of the excitement. The pair recently traveled to Hawaii for a sun-kissed baby moon. Stay on people.com for all the updates on baby Tolbert's upcoming arrival. Congrats to the happy couple. And speaking of happy, Kris Jenner is still living that hashtag yacht life. As her son, Rob Kardashian, struggles with a restraining order and blowback from a revenge porn social media scandal back in Los Angeles, the famous momager seems to be living her best life in Saint-Tropez with boyfriend Corey Gamble, posting photos on Instagram with drinks in hand and lounging around on a yacht, labeling the snaps with hashtags like "It's 5 o'clock somewhere" and "Yacht Vibes." A source close to the Kardashians told People that Jenner's trip had already been planned before her son's online tirade, but she's been working from afar, hiring lawyer Robert Shapiro, who worked with Jenner's late husband Robert Kardashian Sr. on the O.J. Simpson case, to represent her son. All right, moving on to this. Get ready, people, because Teen Mom 2 is back tonight on MTV. This season, Janelle and fiance David are adjusting to life with baby number 3, and Chelsea, Leah, and Kaylin also return to the show, along with new mom Brianna, who's making her debut after her story originally began back on 16 and Pregnant. And we have an exclusive sneak peek from tonight's episode. Take a look.
With 2 boys and a baby girl on the way, my life is always chaotic. Babe, we need a wipe. He sharded. What does that mean? Like, didn't poop all the way? I'm still upset that my mom won't let me have custody of Jace, so I haven't been spending time with her. David and I are pretty stressed because we ordered a modular home to put on our land. But it's not ready yet, and the house we're living in now might have mold. Next year, we'll be in the new house.
And we can get a bigger tree. We got this big web of lights. Light web.
We need to put that outside.
Not decorating outside.
Okay, whatever.
Because we might be moving out of here in a week, so.
Into what house do you expect?
A hotel if we got to, if this place has really got mold in it.
Jason, Marissa.
Isn't that beautiful?
That's so cool.
And those are your Star Tracks for today.
All right, guys, stay with us because Real Housewife of Orange County, Vicki Gunvalson, is joining us live to break down all the latest drama. Plus, we're going inside Brooklyn Decker's closet to check out her one-of-a-kind pieces. Stick around.
This is King Cutie in People. His Royal Highness Prince George Alexander Louis of Cambridge. These are George's parents, George's home, his Nana, the Queen, and his staff of 644 Englishmen. This is George's dog Lupo, who inspired his favorite book, The Adventures of the Royal Dog Lupo, one George will share now that he's a big brother. People. The details make the story. Don't miss this week's People.
I don't want to ever be divorced again. I just want to die.
So what are you waiting for to get married? Like just more time passing? I mean, you guys are like old, so I think you should just do it. You'll be 55. What are you waiting for?
I want to make sure 100%, it's always right.
General rule, you can always count on your daughter for some hashtag real talk. That's one of our favorite Real Housewives, Vicki Gunvalson, and she's back for season 12 of The Real Housewives of Orange County. The show airing Mondays at 9 p.m. Eastern on Bravo, and it's our Toyota People Pick of the day.
Yes, and we are joined this morning by Vicki Gunvalson. Welcome, how are you?
I'm good, thanks for having me.
It's good to see you.
Good to see you too.
Thanks for being here. We'll get into all your wedding festivities and things that went on in just a bit, but first let's talk about this.
Not my wedding.
No, I know, the wedding that you participated in.
Hang on a second.
No, just a wedding weekend for a friend. But we saw in that clip that your daughter is putting the pressure on about you getting married to your boyfriend, Steve. What's the verdict for you, though? Speaking of weddings.
Yeah, you know, he's a great guy. He keeps asking me, what does actually whoop it up mean? And I'm like, well, you know, we still have some ironing of things out. But you know what? He's a great guy, and I'm happy and I'm in love, and I'm not in a rush to get married right now.
Okay, taking it slow, enjoying the
I
love.
just don't want to ever get divorced again. You know, I don't want any red flags. And I don't have any, but I don't want any anymore. I just want to make sure.
Speaking of that, you're in the public eye. You've had some very public breakups over the years.
I have.
Do you still keep in touch with your exes, Don and Brooks?
No, Brooks, no. Who? No, that one's completely gone. That broke me. That breakup was the hardest out of all my relationships. It really broke me because it was so public and it was so hard, really, to go through what I did. But Don, actually, we just talked a couple days ago. He's good. He's happy. He lives out in the desert, and you know what? Don's happy. He's a happy guy. I mean, his glass is always half full. So.
Why do you guys reconnect? That was just
insurance.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I run his retirement plan, so he asked me for some advice.
Oh,
so it
wow.
was good.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's good that you're friendly. What have you learned going through such public breakups that now you can apply to life now?
Well, I go all in, you know, and I trust and I go all in. And I think some of the things I've got to pull back a little bit of not sharing everything with everybody, you know. But I don't know, you know, when you're in love and you want to expose it and you share it and you get hurt and life goes on.
Yeah, and it's kind of the nature of being on the show and being the type of person that you are. You know, you're living in the public eye, so it's all out there.
You have to basically share everything, because if you don't, they find out anyway.
Yeah. Well, that's something that you and all the other housewives from other franchises deal with as well. There are actually news stories that Real Housewives of New York City star Luan De Lessep's marriage may be in trouble, things around that. What advice would you give her for dealing with breakup rumors in the public eye?
Well, I'm probably not the right person to ask for advice on that, because Lord knows I've had 2 breakups in 12 years being on the show, with Don and then Brooks. But, you know, I think that you just really have to not give the viewers everything, and not, you know, try to have some privacy in your relationship. It's hard.
Yeah, what was the hardest lesson learned going through those sort of public breakups? If you had to...
The lesson learned is just not sharing everything with everybody and the cameras and all your cast members, because at the end of the day, you don't know if you can really trust them with the information. So I don't know. I'm not the proper person to probably get all the advice from, but I just know for me, if Steve and I have an argument or if we have a disagreement, I'm not telling anybody. I'm not telling anybody. I'm not going to put it on camera, and I'm not telling anybody, because it just doesn't work that way.
Yeah. Well, speaking of relationships, we saw the clip of your daughter. How is her marriage going?
Good. She's so happily married, and we have great news today. Ryan came home for good.
Oh, wow.
So the moving truck is on its way from Oklahoma to California, and they're all reunited, and they're just so happy. And she's got an amazing marriage. I mean, you know, for being together 5 years and 2 kids and having that long distance, they've been able to really make it work. So
now her husband will be living with her.
Yes, finally. So they've been going back and forth between the 2 states.
Got to throw a party.
I know.
I'm going to.
Are you?
Yes, it's a surprise.
Is it a surprise?
I'm doing a retirement party for him. And
very cool.
all his Marine friends are coming from Camp Pendleton.
Wow, that's
that'll be great.
At her house? At your house?
I'm having it at my house. Yep.
Really?
I'm not surprised.
Okay, it's a surprise, guys. But it's happening.
Yeah.
It's still a surprise if they find out this way.
You know I love parties.
Yeah,
I've got a great backyard, so I'm going to throw a big party.
Oh my goodness. Well, that's going to be really great.
Yeah.
What an honor to be able to throw that kind of a party. Now, you and your daughter have been very open about her battle with lupus. How's she doing now?
Well, she's doing good. She's handling it well. She's struggled, you know, and she's still struggling. Finding the right care and the right treatment and the right doctors has been our biggest battle, because she'll start with a doctor and then something else will happen. They're saying, you're too advanced and I don't really know what to do. So then she goes to another doctor, and it's constantly switching and getting the right medication.
That's tough.
Yeah. Well, switching gears here a little bit, you made waves when you revealed you almost died in an accident in Iceland this season.
Well, I didn't almost die in an accident in Iceland. It was actually in Glamis, with the rollover last year, but this year I didn't almost die. I just had a little situation.
Okay.
Yeah, just
so
that's me.
What actually happened? Any details about that?
I can't tease it out. All I know is that I really wanted the girls to go whoop it up, and I just said, I'm good. Don't take me to the hospital. And they're like, you're not good. So.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
So you needed to go to the hospital as a result. And you were hospitalized for a while? And,
no, I was only there about 6 hours.
Okay, but still enough to.
And I came back, and the girls made me a casserole. Isn't that what you do?
When you get a casserole out of it?
I wanted a casserole. He said, when you're sick, you offer a casserole. Right?
That's great. Well, okay, last season you came to blows with Tamra and Shannon, threatened that the gloves would come off if they didn't start treating you better.
Right.
Where are the 3 of you now? How do you stand?
Well, I want to move forward. You know, we filmed together, and we're in the same circle of friends, so I really want to move forward. I wouldn't say we're totally healed. I think we're on the mends of healing.
Okay, so there's
a lot of hurt happened on both sides, not just me, it was them too. So, you know, it's got to stop. Truly, it has to stop.
Sure.
And I want the best for them, I do. But they have to also want the best for me and stop it. They just have to stop it.
Yeah. Shannon and Tamra were upset over claims you had made about their husbands.
Right.
They claim you said that Shannon's husband physically abused her and that Tamra's husband is gay, even though they denied it.
I didn't say her husband's gay. Kelly and I had a private conversation. I said, Kelly, have you heard the rumors about Tamra's husband? She goes, yeah, everybody has. It was a very quiet conversation in Kelly's bedroom with no cameras, no public tweeting about it or talking about it. And it was something that wasn't meant ever to get back to, you know, Tamra or Shannon.
Yeah, how did that feel that I got kind of blown out of proportion?
It was terrible. It was embarrassing. It was terrible. I felt bad. But you know what? Tamra's been slinging shit at me for 5 years, dating Brooks. Why is it okay for her to say stuff about me, but it's never okay for anybody to say anything about her? So Yeah, I fired back.
You fired back. Do you regret any of the comments you made?
Well, obviously, yes, because it got blown out of proportion, and it was not on camera. It was not supposed to be publicly talked about, but it was hurtful, I'm sure, to both of them. But they had been hurting me, calling me terrible names, and accusing me of terrible things about, you know, my ex, and it wasn't true. But enough is enough. I mean, we have to put the gloves down and say, stop hurting me, and I won't hurt you.
Yeah, it seems there's a lot of ammunition on both sides, and at some point,
why is it okay for them to talk crap about me, and I can't say anything about the truth about them? You know?
Yeah, you did. You recently apologized to Shannon for possibly causing her weight gain. Have you been in contact with Shannon since you apologized?
Okay. No, I haven't, but I have nothing to do with people's weight. I understand stress can go one way or the other, but it's happening in her four walls. It's not me. And I think Shannon might have misspoke on that. I mean,
okay.
So that's that.
I mean, I don't know what else to say. I'm sorry.
Are you planning on moving forward with her and your friendship?
Of course I want to. I mean, you know, she went publicly out there accusing me of being a con woman and in on a cancer scam and all this. That's all lies. All lies, right? So I might have said something that she told me to Kelly. I don't really want to keep it going forever and ever. I want it to stop. I mean, I hope they're good. I want their marriage happy. I really do. And it was never supposed to be a topic of conversation. It was something between Kelly and I. When David attacked me after the 70s party, I was like, I'm a little scared of that guy, and this is why.
Do you think you need an apology before you are willing to sort of apologize to them?
I've apologized to both of them without an apology back.
Yeah.
Those women were on a witch hunt to get me last year and the year before, and I'm tired of it. I'm not that person that they put me out to be, so I'm tired of it.
Yeah.
They're never going to apologize because they don't think they did anything wrong. It was done to me, all this crap with my ex. It wasn't done to them.
How about to the husbands? Have you encountered them or apologized to them at all?
I haven't really.
No.
I mean,
husbands still do their thing.
It's not that I wouldn't. I mean, apologies can only go if you want to accept.
Sure, right. Yeah, you have to be willing to receive.
Right, but so I, you know, having that conversation with Kelly privately in Kelly's home, just her and I, she's like, does David scare you? I'm like, yeah, he does.
Yeah.
He got so angry at me, and he doesn't even barely know me. He's spitting in my face, like, get away from me.
Yeah.
You know?
There is so much drama surrounding that. Let me switch gears completely, if we can, because something that. Okay, moving on from that. You and the rest of the housewives are always very open about plastic surgery, things of that nature. You had the facelift a few years back. You talked about that.
Well, I didn't have a facelift. I had my eyes done.
Oh, the eyes done. Okay, eyes done.
My chin.
So Tamra recently made some big headlines when she revealed on Andy Cohen, Watch What Happens Live, that she recently had a facelift. So there she goes, going through. There's some photos and things there. Anything in the future for you? Any more work that you will end up talking about?
Whatever, right? Whatever I want to do, I'm going to do because I want to look the best I can look. Now, Steve doesn't like any of it.
Oh, really?
I don't want you looking like a Barbie doll. I want you to have some wrinkles. I want you to grow old gracefully. Like, he's all about just doing nothing.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, and I'm like, no, I think I need my neck done. What else do I need done? He's like, nothing.
So you have to. It feels good that he.
He's on board.
Yeah, he's just simple.
Yeah, we'll see who wins that battle ultimately.
Yes.
It's my body.
That's right.
Whatever I want.
Vicki, thank you so much.
Thanks for having me.
Great to talk to
you.
you.
And you guys make sure to tune in tonight to The Real Housewives of Orange County, which airs at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Bravo.
Bye.
This is Jennifer Lawrence in People. This is Jennifer photobombing Taylor Swift and Sarah Jessica Parker and Liam Hemsworth, proving that while we all love the fashion of the red carpet, it's people who steal the show. People. The details make the story.
This is one of my favorite bags. It's a milk carton. It always freaks people out, and that makes me happy. These are my jackets. So I love this jacket because it makes me look like a polar bear. And who doesn't want to hug a polar bear? I know I do. But a fake one, because they're very vicious creatures, and you should really watch out if you find a polar bear in the wild.
So amazing. Leave it to Brooklyn Decker to have those bare necessities. The 30-year-old actress, model, and mom gave us a little sneak peek into her Texas-sized closet, which features some interesting one-of-a-kind items. Check out the workout top the star can't help but wear proudly, and spoiler alert, it includes a very famous actor's face. Take a look.
And then workout clothes. You eat a burrito for breakfast, which you do here in Texas, that sucks you in. That's Bill Murray. Who doesn't feel motivated when they're running, wearing Bill Murray? I feel like he gives me good energy. And I feel like if he saw me running, he would clap me along, you know? So, Bill, Goes to you, boo. It's me and you. Let's run a marathon together. That's my closet.
Where are you from?
I am from Chicago.
Oh, I thought you were going to say, like, Neverland. All the other else's better look out, because I think we've got a winner here. Wow. We have, like, the entire Moana, like, universe encapsulated. So, do you have other costumes planned for the convention?
Let it go right now.
Oh,
that's
let it
magic.
Go.
Oh, no, you don't want to.
Let it go. You're going to sing?
Let's glide on the mountain tonight, not a footprint to be seen.
That was great.
Oh my goodness, singing Elsa's Moana-themed ensembles. Talk about the most magical place on earth. That is People Deputy Editor J.D. Heyman at Disney's D23 Expo in Southern California. The larger-than-life convention, which draws thousands of Disney fans from all over the world, is certainly an event not to be missed. Check out some of the other epic moments and creations from this year's enchanting showdown. Watch.
Okay, this confection is just... It's unbelievable, and you made this.
Yeah, I built it a couple months ago, and the live-action film had come out, and I really loved the design of a lot of the film, but I really wanted to do a different version of the gold bell dress.
David for Disney on Instagram, so go check him out. Does your own family help you overcome your fears?
Yes, they do, actually.
Or do you freeze them when you're mad?
Ooh, the temptation is there, but, you know, I love them too much for that.
Prince Ali, fabulous he, Ali Ababa.
Let it go.
How many times have you heard this song?
Oh gosh, I can't even count anymore.
Like a million times.
Probably a billion.
But the good directors I've always worked with are guys who are aware of creating a playground for the actors. I mean, that's, you know, from Hitchcock to Tim, they're very different. Joe Mankiewicz, Francis Coppola, I mean, they're all different, and they make different movies. But the one thing they do know is to create a space.
Oscar-winning actor Martin Landau has died at age 89 after a brief illness. The versatile Hollywood star, who won an Academy Award in 1994 for the Tim Burton-directed Ed Wood, came to fame playing a villain in Alfred Hitchcock's North by Northwest and later in the original Mission Impossible TV show on CBS. Landau died at UCLA Medical Center on Saturday afternoon following unexpected complications during a short hospitalization. That's according to a statement from his reps late Sunday. The statement also said, "We are overcome with sadness to report the death of iconic actor Martin Landau. He had just celebrated his 89th birthday." And as news of the acting legend broke, stars shared their condolences on social media. Alec Baldwin tweeting, "Rest in peace, Martin Landau. So great in Crimes and Misdemeanors. Ed Wood, great in everything." And William Shatner tweeted condolences to the family of Martin Landau. Of course, our thoughts and prayers go out to Martin's friends, loved ones, and family as well. Now moving on to this.
There's an infection. We put her in a medically induced coma.
Coma. You should call her family.
The Judd Apatow-produced The Big Sick reached #5 at this weekend's box office. The film stars Silicon Valley's Kumail Nanjiani, who wrote it with his wife, Emily V. Gordon, based on the real-life experience of Emily battling a rare disease early in their relationship. Emily ended up in a coma for 8 days while doctors tried to figure out what was wrong with her, and the now married couple talked to People about their experience. Watch.
It took them 8 days to diagnose the problem, and as soon as they diagnosed it, she was awake. I remember I was with her parents in the elevator, got out, and one of the doctors was like, "Hey!" And I was like, "Why? What?" They're like, they looked like happy, and all three of us were like, "What is that?" So we ran over, and Emily was up. Like, they tried the treatment that night,
yeah.
And it just worked. And they were just like, she was just up.
And the answer was just anti-inflammatories.
Emily was diagnosed with adult-onset Still's disease, an extremely rare form of arthritis that can shut down organs. Now, 10 years later, she revealed to People how she's coping with the disease today. Watch.
I just started this new treatment about 4 months ago that's kind of been amazing. It's been really good for the press for this movie too, because now I have the ability to kind of do everything.
We would always have to manage like Emily's travel,
Yeah.
and we would be like, all right, and
Built-in
we would
days, yeah.
always kind of count on, like, if we were traveling for a week, when we come back, Emily's gonna be a little sick for 2 days.
Just a couple days, and then we'll have to like.
Not like the movie, but we always had to be careful
It's
about
definitely
it.
way more manageable than it
Yeah.
was that first time, because I didn't know I had it, but it's still something I kind of have to deal with. Yeah.
Yes, we've talked about it, and we were trying to get me in the first one in this one scene, and we couldn't make it work with our timing. And it really is up to Patty, and if it works in an organic way, it'll be great fun and it will be wonderful to do. And then again, as life goes on, you never know what will happen. So am I open to it? Absolutely. I adore Patty Jenkins, and it would be wonderful to do. But we'll just have to see how that goes.
Gotta say, I totally support Lynda Carter showing up in the next Wonder Woman sequel. The beautiful 65-year-old actress who left a successful Hollywood career in order to raise a family in DC opened up to people about that life-changing decision, admitting that her glamorous Hollywood lifestyle lacked the right amount of substance. Take a look.
My husband was not moving to LA. He was a Washington, DC power lawyer. And what am I going to do in LA? You know, you're working with, you know, Fortune 100 companies and doing all this amazing stuff. And I was very happy to get out of LA. I really wanted substance in my life. I had a lot of a large body of work already, and I didn't really have a lot of substance in my life. I spent a lot of time on movie sets. That is being said right now in a way that is, I'm grateful for it. But, you know, there wasn't any substance in my life, so now I'm really, things are good.
Poland rolled out the red carpet for Prince William, Princess Kate, and their children Prince George and Princess Charlotte as the royal family kicked off their second tour as a family of four. Though it was raining, it did not look like that dampened their spirits. At one point, 2-year-old Charlotte even waved to the crowd. My goodness. Today marks the beginning of the royals' 5-day tour of Poland and Germany. For the occasion, Kate wore a McQueen white tailored suit while she carried Charlotte, who shined through the rain in a floral pink dress. And a suited Prince William held 3-year-old George's hand. The young prince's 4th birthday is actually coming up this weekend. Stay on people.com for all the latest on the royals trip.
All right.
Andrea Boehlke, here we go.
Yes.
Facebook again.
Let's check in with Facebook Live one last time. Kris Jenner is living her best life on a yacht. Not jealous at all. We wanted to know what your idea of a perfect day is.
Laura says, good food, a little exercise to work it off, great friends and family equals a great day.
Deborah says, being in Aruba.
Yes, please.
Laura says, perfect for me is spending more time with my family.
Love that. And Deborah for this, oops, sorry, never mind. That's all of them.
Hee, just kidding.
Just a little joke. Thanks for all the comments. My ideal day here at this office is when they have tater tots down in the cafe.
I like when they have the wings,
and
usually on Friday.
You have the chicken wings, I do tater tots.
We're very healthy here.
Super healthy. Thanks so much for watching, guys, and for sharing all those amazing thoughts. Be sure and listening to ours. Be sure to catch us again tomorrow, 8:30 a.m. Eastern. We have all of Kristen Bell's best and most adorable moments with husband Dax Shepard. Plus, we're recapping The Bachelorette with Bachelor star Olivia Caridi.
Thanks for watching. And for now, we leave you with one last thing from another Real Housewife of Orange County star Tamra Judge. Enjoy. Have a good day.
Hi, I'm Tamra Judge from Bravo's The Real Housewives of Orange County, and this is one last thing. The last thing I Googled was food poisoning because I started throwing up in the middle of the night in a wooden stop, and I didn't know what it was. I didn't know if it was the flu or if I ate bad Chinese food. It was the flu. My last vacation was, I took the whole family to Palm Springs, and this was just a couple weeks ago, and we rented a big estate, and we just hung out there for about 5 days and relaxed in the sun. But next month, we're going to Aruba.